Hello, people and bots. Grandpa Canuck here, and we're back in Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice mod with another tutorial to help you play the game. Today's tutorial is on Lease. There's a way for you to send supplies to other countries. There's a few ways in the game settings you can alter that when you're starting to make it allowed in a few different ways. But we will just concentrate on how the actual system works. Now, in this case, I've got a game already played into August 1940, and I have a puppet in the country of Romania. For the purposes of this, we're going to right-click on Romania, and you'll see we have this option here on the interface called Start Lend Lease. Now, before we go in there, let's just take a look, and we'll open the logistics for Romania, and we get a listing of what they have and what they are short of. This is similar to our list of logistics here for our country. Okay? But this is for the nation that we are trading with. And we can see that they're not producing a number of items and they have shortages. They are producing items and they have shortages. Sometimes they have a surplus, etc. So after looking at this, we can determine, we should send them some stuff. Okay. So we'll close that logistics, right click on the country, Start Lend Lease. So we click on that. Now it has these icons across the top. Essentially, Army supplies, Air Force supplies, and naval. So you can lend lease convoys. That's it in the naval aspect of it. Airplanes, of course, is anything that you have in your inventory as far as airplanes goes. Tanks, any inventory that you have of tanks. Now, this is also showing you whether you are producing them and how many you have. Okay. And standard infantry and artillery equipment. Now, when we looked at our list, we saw that they were short on anti-aircraft guns. Now, this is a long list. And as we go down it, we have the German equipment, and then we have any captured equipment with the country's flag that it was captured from. So we may not want to give them German equipment, but we may want to give them Polish, French, Italian, Japanese, Austro-Hungarian, blah, 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 blah. We even captured some Romanian stuff earlier in the game from them. So let's look at our list, and let's say we're going to be nice, and we want to give them back all the supplies we captured from them. Which isn't really that much. Maybe we don't want to give it all back. Maybe we want to keep those trains for our own use. Anyway, just as an example, what you can do is you can click on the item you want to give them, and it'll move over here. Now you see now that there are some options: monthly, percentage, and once. Okay, so percentage would be a percentage of my production. If I'm producing 100 a month, I would give them a percentage of that. Monthly means every month I will send them so much. Oh, pardon me. And once is a one-time deal where we want to send them equipment. Now this was light infantry equipment, and if I remember the list, they needed about 149. So let's just send them 200. Okay. Now I can add to the list and add more things, etc. Okay. Now, if they don't want to accept it, this will turn to an X. Okay? And if you hit send when there's an X on there, they're just not going to accept it and they will refuse the whole lend lease. So as you're creating the list here, watch and see if the X comes up and they will no longer accept it. Okay? Let's give them, we have 5 horse transport that was theirs. So we'll give them back those 5. World War II uniforms. We had 17 of them. We'll give them back to them. 83. Now, I could give them everything back, and they wanted more uniforms. They were short quite a number of, well, they were short, some uniforms. And I think it was around 260, 270. So let's give them 300 Austrian uniforms. That's a one-time deal. And you can continue on this list. You know, I have been at war for a few years, so I've captured stuff from many, many different armies. I may choose to give them only newer equipment, only older equipment, etc., etc., etc. I don't have to give them anything. So after you click on it and hit send, you will wait and get a signal. They will accept it. Okay. After they've accepted it, it will take 1 month for that supplies to get to that country. So over that month, the items that we sent, they will receive and be able to start using it. Or if it's a monthly, it will go on forever until I decide to change it. So if you're looking down here, again, you will now see an option of modify the lend lease. Let's just let this run for a couple days. And oh, there it's popped back. Okay, and you see there's a check mark now in the modify the lend lease. You can check on that, and here you can see what we have set out to give them. Okay, and the next delivery is expected in 28 days. So 2 days have gone by already, and they're going to get this in 28 days. And if I wish to alter this, I can. Now I can add to it, or I can take it away. Oh, I didn't want to give you 200 of those. I only meant 100 of those. And I wanted to add these World War I uniforms, a one-time deal of 200. So then you will send the revamped version of it. And if you've done everything right, they will accept it. Okay, let it run. Stop it. Now when you go in here, you will see the items that we added were added in. Okay? But it's the full 28 days to get it there. Now, there's also an impact on their autonomy, since they are an underling of mine. And if I receive things from them, they will get more autonomy. If they take things from me, they get less autonomy. So if you have a country that is under your thumb and control, and you want to keep it there, one way to politically do that is to give them supplies they need. Okay? And this works the other way around as well. Okay? You can request a lend lease. So let's just run this. Let it pop back up. now you can see we're going to do the opposite. Request the Lend-Lease. Now, I can do this the exact same way. Let's say I want fuel from them. And they will give me fuel. I want mountain warfare. They won't give me mountain warfare. Okay, they actually don't have it to give me. So I remove it from the list, and the check mark is there. Okay. I want motorized equipment. They don't have it to give me, I don't think. Okay. So I can go through the list, and I can find out what they will give me. I hit the send. And it comes up that they're going to give me a one-time amount of fuel of 237,007 fuel. And you can do this with multiple countries. Okay. I could go to my buddy Italy down here and do the same thing. Okay, I currently have one going with them, and I could request from them. So depending on what the country's surplus is, you can exchange it around, take it in. Okay, I don't necessarily have to have a shortage of it to demand it from another country. I don't have a shortage of fuel, but I can ask them to supply it to me. And generally, if they don't need something, they will accept it anyway. So make sure you don't give them everything you have and they've got it sitting in the warehouse, and then times change and they're not going to give it to you anything back. That is possible. If they capitulate and lose and drop out, a lot of their stuff in the warehouses is all captured and goes to the enemy. So one interesting technique is if a country is going to fall, and you have at least a month's notice, those 28 days, you can go in and request that they give you everything they have, so it'll be in your war chest and not with them when they capitulate. It's a dirty trick, but you can do it. And that's an interesting way to use the Lend-Lease, but not the normal way. I mean, you can go to neutral countries that are friendly as well. Here we have Spain, which is a fascist country. And I cannot, if a country is not at war, I cannot send Lend-Lease to it. But I can request it. So I could, request fuel. They're not going to give me fuel. Oh, no. Garrison equipment. They won't give me garrison equipment. And I can wander through the list. Will they give me any transport? No, they won't. So you can go around the map looking for things from other countries and getting it transferred over. So if you have any questions about this tutorial, please type it out, etc. And if it's relevant to a time frame in the video, please put that time frame in. So that's Grandpa Canuck here, and that's the end of today's tutorial that I'm putting forward on Lend-Lease. So all you people and bots out there, take care, be good to one another, and please follow my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch if you want to know when the live feeds are coming through. I'm sure I'll have another Hearts of Iron Black Ice starting soon. So everybody take care. We'll see you around. Be good. Bye-bye.